Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another story time today. We are at the beginning of the month of December, and if I look out my window, I can see a little bit of snow outside. Not very much. Some of you, if you're in northern Minnesota, might have a lot more snow than we have down here. But that always makes me think of winter. And we can think about winter in two different ways. So if you have a calendar at home, it might say on your calendar that the first day of winter isn't until December 21st. We call that winter solstice. And that is the shortest, the shortest day of the year where we get the least amount of sunshine. So the sun rises the latest and sets the earliest that it will throughout the entire year. So that on our calendars, and in the world of astronomy, or the study of the things up in space and the sky, that is the start of winter solstice. We have a second way of thinking about winter that our meteorologists use, or the people who study weather patterns, and they say that winter starts on December 1st. So they define winter as the three coldest months of the year. What months do you think those are? December, January, and February are typically our coldest months of the year. So meteorologists think of winter as December, January, and February, and astronomers think of winter based on where the sun is in our planet in its rotation, starting on December 21st, winter solstice, and running through spring equinox, which will happen on March 21st or 22nd. So pretty similar, but a little bit different. Either way, no matter which winter we're thinking about, we're going to read a book today called It's Winter and learn about some of the things that goes on in winter. And I want you to think, as we read this book, how many of these things have you done or have you seen while you are out in nature? So our book today is called It's Winter by Linda Glaser. And it says Cut Paper Illustrations by Susan Swan. So I think we've read a book like this before where the artist actually made, instead of drawing the illustrations in this book, they made them out of paper and cut them and kind of glued them together to make the illustrations of the book, which is pretty cool. Maybe you could try making a picture like this at home. It's winter. So it kind of looked like this here a little while ago. No snow yet, but all the leaves came off the trees. Everything kind of turns brown in the fall. Then I chase and zigzag here and there, catching snowflakes in the air. They land on my face and on my hair. I stick out my tongue and catch one. Yum! I bet some of you do that when it snows. Flakes and flakes and flakes float down, down, down. But some melt and some stick when they touch the bare ground. I can hardly wait to wake up and see how deep the snow will finally be. You can see her looking out her window. We're all bundled up in warm snow suits with scarves and hats and mittens and boots. The snow's so bright we have to squint. Each step we take, we sink, 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 making deep footprints. Sometimes it's hard to walk in the snow if it's really deep. It's a lot of work. It's winter. We make snow angels and build a snowman and snow lady. They sparkle brightly in the sun. I don't even feel cold. I'm having so much fun. Bare tree branches reach up high, sketching brown tree patterns in the sky. There's a tap, tap, tap. I look up and see a woodpecker pecking at a tree. So I've been seeing this woodpecker in my yard lately, actually. And even though he has a really bright red head, these are called red-bellied woodpeckers. My breath comes out in small white puffs. I trudge in my snow boots going squeak, crunch, crunch. The air's so cold it freezes the hairs inside my nose. Brrr. Have any of you ever experienced that when the hairs in your nose freeze? Or sometimes my breath comes up and freezes my eyelashes. One day, I get a letter from my grandma and grandpa who live down south in Florida. They say it's hot and sunny. Ooh, that seems strange and funny. Our winters are so different. It's hard to believe, but see, here's a photo of them sunning on the beach. Looks a little different than winter in Minnesota or Wisconsin. Meanwhile, here up north, in caves where I can't see, little brown bats are hibernating. They don't eat or move. They barely breathe. They all huddle together and sleep, sleep, sleep. Shh. Inside this hollow tree, there's a honeybee hive. The honeybees hardly seem alive, but they're staying warm by crowding together, all taking turns huddled in the center. So animals have to do different things to survive the cold of winter and when there's very little food for a lot of our animals. It's winter, way, way down under my feet. Turtles, snakes, and earthworms are fast asleep. Groundhogs are also curled in sleep. Their hearts go so slowly, they barely beat. Chipmunks sleep underground on piles of nuts and seeds. Sometimes they wake up, take a quick snack, and then go back to sleep. Shh. So we can see lots of different animals that hibernate underground. Why would they go underground? Underground is actually warmer in the winter because under the earth we have a lot of heat in the middle of our earth, and it ends up warming way down deep under the ground. So if they're below the frost line, then they'll stay nice and warm under there, much warmer than they would above ground. We skate around on the frozen pond, and way under the ice, down in the soft mud, dragonfly nymphs are fast asleep, and so are hibernating frogs. So these little bugs down there are going to be dragonflies next summer, but they spend winter looking really different way under the ponds. It's winter, but even here up north, not all the animals are asleep. Deer come to eat the tender twigs and bark of trees. Gray squirrels leap from branch to branch and tree to tree. Whee! Every day I scatter bird seed. Then lots of birds swoop down to eat. We get sparrows, cardinals, blue jays, and chickadees. They eat and cheep, cheep, cheep. Do any of you feed the birds at your house? My feeders have been crazy busy lately, so many birds. The sun sets early, the days seem short. Even before dinner, it's already dark. We search the night sky for winter constellations. Look up there, I see Orion. The moon glows with a soft, creamy light, and ooh, there's a halo around it tonight. I spot a snowshoe hare, just sitting there. Its white coat blends in with the snow, but soon, in the spring, its fur will turn brown to blend in with the ground. There's another animal. So we see a snowshoe hare camouflage down here, and an owl friend in that tree. One day, we noticed that some snow is melting. The sun feels stronger. The ground is getting warmer. Soon, very soon, spring will be here. But right now, it's still winter. We slide down smooth and slippery hills. Whee! Watch us go. Oh, I hope we get another snow. It's winter. It's winter. Whoopee for winter! This is how I feel. Winter is my favorite season. I think it's so much fun to go sledding and snowshoeing and skiing and play in the snow. So that is the end of our story for today. This book is really cool because it comes with a whole list of things that you could do out in nature during the winter. So I will post this list of activities for our resource this week. So if you want to give any of those activities a try, you can. I hope you get outside even though the days are short. That's okay. You can always go out after dark too. Just grab a headlamp and make sure you're dressed really warm and take a walk around with a parent. See you later. Bye.